chanson avant d'enregistrer. Merci, maman Isa. Bonne année. Et Anthony aussi te dit bonne année. Bisous. Tout le monde va t'appeler. Bisous, bisous. J'ai eu droit à mon petit déjeuner. Les œufs sur la table. Et quelqu'un qui m'a pris la main pour manger le matin. Bon, je vais changer les habitudes et manger le matin. Et manger même un morceau de pain. J'ai fait. Bisous, bonne année. Je suis contente que vous ayez pu réveiller hier comme des vieilles de vos âges. J'espère que le vino était beau. Et la conduite du retour était droite, Isa. Allez, bonne année. Voilà, fais-toi mon Isa. Sans toi, bien, je peux. Je peux ou pas? Ok, je préfère. Merci pour les œufs. Petit déjeuner. Oh, monsieur Chassango. J'ai écouté ce jeu-là. Thank you. On sent pas la banane, j'ai aimé.
Ta salade est là. Ta salade est là.
Je vais enlever votre carrière, s'il te plaît. Tu vas me mettre le ouf tout à l'heure. J'ai regardé les deux oufs de Kitchen.
Oh, wow, wow, wow. Mm. Mm. This is what you call a breakfast. Yes. So, the topic at hand is going to be the Proverb 31 woman in the Bible, right? According to the Bible, what is the best woman that a man can find? Well, I'm gonna tell you straight up, I don't know too much about the specifics about the Proverb 31 woman because I haven't read Proverb 31 just yet. But, I TikToked it and whatnot, so I got a little idea of what it is. And it's basically the same kind of woman I'm looking for, actually, because, I pray a lot these days, right? So I need somebody that's on the same page, and honestly, I mean, the body is what it is for now, but the body is always going to decay over time. So you get a woman based on how she looks is fine and dandy, but just know that she's not going to look like that 20, 30 years down the line. And you're not even going to look like that anyway. So what really matters, is the whole person, right? The inside and the outside. You can't neglect the outside over the inside, because I used to do that, right? I used to date all these overweight women or whatever, women that wasn't really up my standard just because I was more of a vibe type of guy. But nowadays, I'm a little bit more balanced with it. You know, like just because somebody's good on the inside don't mean they ain't gotta be good on the outside. You know what I mean? The two can add up. Also, you know, I used to neglect the outside for the inside. I can't neglect neither or. So that's the kind of woman that is gonna be coming in my reality. You know, she's already in my reality, but I'm just speaking for her, so I don't sound too weird, you know, to people. But yeah, it's a wonderful thing, you know. I don't know if y'all are familiar with my content at all, but I recently posted AJ. You know, AJ is a girl that I look up to a lot. You know, she motivates me. You know, she does her thing, and I seen her for years. You know, her and her mom, they're doing great things, and you know, it's just a wonderful thing. She said in one of her stories, she was like, you know, maybe I've been wanting to do things my way all my life, and it's not really got me where I want to be. So I think from now on, I'm gonna be doing what God thinks is best. So something to that effect, you know. She said that, and I just thought that was dope. You know what I mean? And then she the one that alluded me to the Proverb 31 woman because she spoke on it, you know. And next thing you know, I'm looking it up, you know. So, and here we have the video. So I'm just saying, you know, it's nothing like a beautiful, inspirational, feminine woman to inspire you to do great things, you know. So it's a wonderful thing. And also, I literally have the girl of my dreams following me. So, you know, we're doing great things out here. You know, it's just a wonderful time. You know, it's a new year. Happy New Year to everybody, in case I haven't said it already. But I think it's a perfect time to kick off this new season, you know, the right way. So this right here is episode 1 of the Game for Women series. And episode 1, this episode is mainly talking about the Proverb 31 woman, but I also would like to talk to the ladies as well because you know, I don't think it will hurt us as a whole to have women who are up on game instead of having women who are, you know, victims of game, right? So I just want to educate so that we can all do better as a community. But yeah, so this is my message to the ladies, if I may. I'm a black man. Yes, I am African. Yes, I grew up in Africa, but I was born here, so I'm American as well. So you know, I'm what's considered an anchor baby or whatever. Look it up. I don't feel like explaining. But yeah, my parents met here when they were students, and here I am. Blah, ha, ha. But most of my life, I dated black women. You know, now granted, they may not have been black women from America. You know, some of them were from Africa or whatever. But you know, black women are black women, no matter where you go. Okay, it's just little differences here and there. Maybe the language might be a little spicy or whatever it is, but it's all the same, really. And I know they're gonna hate my guts for saying that, but okay, y'all not all the same. Okay, all right, all right, all right. You know, you gotta clean it up too sometimes. But I just want to say this, like, a lot of y'all be competing for who got the biggest butt, who got the biggest lips, or whatever is in fashion now. It's a beautiful thing, but you know, if you're trying to get with a high value man such as myself, you know, I'm a high value man because hey, I put God first, so you don't really get much higher than this, really. Anywho, everything that happens in my life is really secondary. You know, I'm happy regardless. I'm happy. because I know who I am. I was born rich, like just like you were born rich. You might not know this, but you got the gifts of all gifts. I'm talking about the power of your subconscious mind. The power of your belief. You where you are right now based on what you believe. So anyway, I don't want to break too much game just yet. It's episode 1. You gotta put little drops here and there. A little seasoning here and there. You don't want to do too much. But game for women, right? So what we're looking for, high value men, men of God, men of integrity and all that good stuff. We're looking for a woman that's purpose driven, of course. A woman that puts God first, of course. Why? Because guess what? We got God, then it's us, then it's you, then it's the kids. So you got to be able to find a man who has God in him and who is on this mission and who is purpose driven as well. A guy who already found himself. That's a blessing. A lot of us haven't found ourselves just yet. So you get with a man, hey, encourage him to become the best version of yourself. It's going to benefit you and the whole community as a whole, because we need more people who are balling out of control. You feel me? Billionaire needs to become the new norm. Beyonce just became a billionaire, according to Forbes, but according to her dad, Mr. Noah says she's been a billionaire since 2018. So anyway, we it's neither here and there, okay? We know what it is. We ain't gotta say too much, you know what I mean? So I'm just saying, copy. Okay, that's the vibe. You need to copy. And how you gonna do this? Simple. You got $16, right? Go get you this book right here. Trust me on this one. Just do it. Just read it. Apply the things it says you gotta apply every single day. Next thing you know, you're a big billionaire. You know what I mean? What you think I'm doing behind the scenes? Anywho, game for women. I need to stay focused, So like I said, y'all focusing on the wrong thing, ladies. Y'all focusing on who looking like this on Instagram. It's cool, but there's too many of y'all. First of all, there's too many. The market is saturated. We need more God-fearing women. You know what I mean? We need more black families. We need more, black family units. You know what I mean? Nucleus black family unit with the dad, the mom, the kids. You know what I mean? That's what we need more of. We already got enough of the other ones. And notice I said other ones because I'm not going to speak on it. But you know what I'm saying? We need more. We need better. You know what I mean? We need better, and that's how we're going to make the world a better place. We got to fix us first. We can't worry about everybody else because everybody else got their own issues, and they don't really care about us anyway. So we got to care for ourselves. You know what I mean? We already have the money. You know what I mean? We have the money. According to the Asian beauty supply store owners, we spent about $1 trillion and some change, motherfuckers. So I'm not even trying to hear nothing y'all gotta say. Y'all niggas got money for the things that you want. But when it's the things that you need, like this book right here, everybody can benefit from some game. It's not just about guys. Women can learn game too. This book right here. These are must have. How many of y'all got them? Be honest. Less than 5%. And I'm being optimistic. If I'm wrong, put it down in the comment that you got both of them books. I know I'm right, so I don't even need to. Anyways, we gotta get better. And we will get better. This is why this is episode 1 of the Game for Women series. And I'm gonna do 20 seasons of 20 episodes apiece. So I'm gonna be doing this for a minute, you know what I mean? By the time I'm done with this, we're gonna be in a better place. And then I'm gonna do bigger and better things. But it's just the starter, you know what I mean? This is the appetizer to the, I'm just getting started, It's just nothing. I'm about to be 30 in a couple days, your boy's growing up, so it's time to elevate as always. Anyways, I really care for the ladies, because I'm a ladies' man, despite what you want to believe. I love the women. You know, I'm not no gay man. I'm heterosexual. You know, I like what I like. I'm African, so I like thick women. You know, it is what it is. If you're not thick, at least have a little bubble or something. You know, I'm just speaking for what my preferences are. I'm such a fool. Okay. But yeah, we need women to do better, and they're gonna get better because honestly, if the women are the way they are, it's because of us, man. You know, women can only do so much. So, but the guys not really listening to me. You know, they know everything until they got hella baby mamas and babies. So, hey, I can only talk to who listens, right? And so far, the women listen. So, we focus on the women. Like I said, Game for Women, episode 1. Thank you very much. I'm not gonna go too deep because nowadays you got ChatGPT, so it is what it is. I did 22 minutes. That's not bad. I was aiming for 30, but the message got out quicker, so it was good. All right, so I'm gonna see you probably tomorrow or something. You know, I'm gonna space it out based on how I feel. You know, I'm not gonna stress myself out, but I'm gonna be consistent. So this is episode 1. We're going for 20 episode. After we do the 20 episode, we're gonna do a break. We're gonna do a recap, reset. You know what I mean? And we're gonna keep going. So let's go. Welcome to the journey, and let's make it happen. Together, we can make the black community better, and in turn, make the world better. Because you know, we are the fathers and mothers of civilization anyway. So, peace.